I'm sure there's been numerous times before when you've opened up a bill and it's not what you expected. What causes these to be incredibly high nowadays is not just leaving the heating on full and having all your lights on every night to stop the monsters. It's actually because two countries halfway across the world are stuck in another conflict. Energy prices don't just rise and fall on supply and demand alone, they're at the mercy of a silly little thing called geopolitics. One conflict, one trade dispute, and suddenly your bills look very different. Why? Well, let's break it down. Oil is still king in the energy world, and a lot of it comes from politically unstable regions such as the Middle East. Anytime tensions flare, prices shoot up. But here's the kicker. Sometimes, even the threat of a conflict sends prices spiralling. And then we have OPEC. When this group of oil-producing countries decides to cut production, it sends a ripple through the market. Less oil means higher prices, simple supply and demand, but with a lot more global drama. Now think about transport routes. A huge chunk of the world's oil and gas moves through narrow maritime choke points. Any disruption, whether it's from war, piracy, or sanctions, can send prices spiking, and that's not just with oil. Natural gas is just as vulnerable. Take Europe, for example. A lot of its gas comes from Russia, through pipelines that cross Ukraine and Belarus. So, when Russia and Ukraine find themselves in a standoff, supply disruptions lead to price hikes, especially during the winter when demand is highest. Then, there's the impact of sanctions. After Russia's annexation of Crimea, Western sanctions slowed their energy investments, making natural gas more expensive. It's not always about cutting off supply, it's about the ripple effect these actions have on the market. Renewables also find themselves part of the geopolitical game. The raw materials needed for renewable tech, like lithium and cobalt, are concentrated in a few countries, giving them serious leverage over prices. In the end, the energy market is deeply tied to global politics, from oil prices in the Middle East to trade wars across the Pacific. Everything is connected, and as long as these geopolitical tensions exist, your energy bill will keep reflecting it.